Anyway, so all that is leading up to these two gentlemen here. This is Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, who I have been told is out of the hospital. He actually returned to work at the Pentagon. So congratulations to him. I was very wrong about the cancer diagnosis he had. I should make this correction now. I thought he had a different form of cancer that was not survivable. Turns out his is completely different and very survivable, high survival rate. So that's really good news. He's meeting with Ministry of National Defense Dong Jun. Now, there's no scheduled meeting now, but since the deputy defense ministers have met, that is the first step in this meeting being scheduled. So we're expecting these two to have a formal meeting sometime this year to continue those deconfliction talks. And, you know, of course, there'll also be like a red phone hotline in case anything comes up. These two can always get in contact with each other for emerging discussions, emerging problems, things like that. Now, something I should mention about the Admiral Dong Jun here is that there's a lot of experts in this field that don't know about this man, and they're dismissing him. And I think that's a real mistake, because even though he is young, he is very good. He's an excellent submarine officer. And if you don't know about him, don't dismiss him. That's learn about him. Like, for instance, in 2008, he was the commanding officer of a submarine. I forget the type, but it was a Chinese submarine, and he was awarded the best submarine captain in the PLAN for that year. So he knows submarine warfare very well. He's now in charge of the entire national defense of China, and his expertise is in anti-submarine warfare. So if there is ever a naval conflict between anybody in China, this man is going to maximize the use of submarines, who already have an advantage in naval warfare just by their very nature. It's like playing an NFL player playing at a peewee football game in terms of conflict. It is not even close to being fair. And this man knows a lot about submarine warfare. So that's not to fear him. That's not to scaremonger you. It's just that he's very knowledgeable and he's in charge now. But luckily, we're having these conversations again. Probably. It's not scheduled yet. I want to reiterate that. What is scheduled is this meeting right here. Every year, IISS, or International Institute of Strategic Studies, has a meeting in Singapore between May and June. This one's May 31st to June 2nd this year. It's an annual summit where leaders, and whether they're military leaders or national leaders, get together and they just have a discussion like it's an economic forum. But because the military has a presence there, they talk about military investments and intentions and deals like that. It's a big meeting that happens, but the people who attend here are very important.